The great rewards hunt is on, so join the adventure with DraftKings Casino. For fun seekers, follow the trail to huge jackpots. And I'm not talking about my pubes. I'm talking about another trail, weekly bonuses, and exclusive games, okay? But the excitement is only getting started because new players can get 500 casino spins on a featured game. Just sign up with code NOCHASER5 and wager a minimum of $5 to receive 500 casino spins on a featured game. Only on the most rewarding place to play, DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 and over. Physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Connecticut and Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins valid for a featured game only and expire in 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends March 16th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hey man, we running around with these babies, but we're trying to stay healthy and we're trying to save time. That's why we love Green Chef, okay? Stay on track even on your busiest days with salads ready in 5 minutes or less, ready to blend smoothies, and grab-and-go protein-packaged breakfast. I mean, come on now. Green Chef can even help keep you feeling energized and curb cravings with a specially curated hydration bundle, all right? So check it out. Do it. Thrive all year with clean, easy meals from Green Chef. Go to greenchef.com/nochaserfree and use code nochaserfree to get started with free salads for 2 months plus 50% off your first box. That's greenchef.com/nochaserfree and use code nochaserfree to get started with free salads for 2 months plus 50% off your first box. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's popping into my head. Do, 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 do.
Life. I wonder, will it take me under? I don't know.
Imagine smoking weed in the streets. All right. We don't need to do the hook. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Chasing Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
While we're on that, Coachella's coming up, right?
It is.
And Nikki Blades, have Rick and I ever told you about the time we fucked up at Coachella? In relation to that song specifically?
No.
Man, let me tell you, bro. So...
Yeah. Hip hop head's about to get mad.
Oh, no.
So we've been to a handful of Coachellas in our day. Okay.
I've never been to one, by the way.
Ever?
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk to you about something. So I was very hyped. I saw Outkast headline.
Ooh.
I was hyped for that. We went when it was, who was it? Was it Eminem or 50?
It was Eminem.
Eminem, he brought 50 out. We were very hyped about that.
Yeah.
So one year, I'm a huge Nas fan, probably one of my favorite rappers as I was like, you know, becoming a hip hop head, right? And so Nas was a headliner one year. And so I was very hyped. We were there. But it was written, or Illmatic 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So he was doing all the Illmatic songs, which I'm a Stillmatic boy myself, okay?
Okay.
Illmatic's classic, of course, but Stillmatic is my shit. Anyways, they were doing all Illmatic songs, and we were like, okay, cool. All right, you know, at this point, we were tired. We had been there all day. We were like, are you good? I'm good. Are you good? We good. So we're walking all the way to our car, which is not close. Yeah. And then we hear...
Wait.
Go ahead.
Okay, I feel like this is important to the shit,
Okay.
right? So we knew Nas was performing.
Right.
We was excited. And we were specifically excited for the potential of him bringing out Lauryn Hill.
yeah.
Got it.
It was
Okay.
like...
But then when we realized it was an Illmatic thing, we was like,
So then that's when y'all looked at each other and was like, it's
yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah.
So we walk all the way to getting close to the car, and we hear the "If I Ruled the World" instrumental, but we're like, nah. And then when we hear, ooh, it's like, no.
And we were like right at the
Stop.
fucking and this was at a point where they stopped driving people back to the parking lot. So we had to walk the whole way.
hell.
And we were right there at the parking lot. And we hear that shit. It's like,
Yeah.
Then what did you do next? Did you guys get in the car? Did you turn around and run towards the stage?
Got in the car and cried.
yeah. No, we stayed in the parking lot and listened.
And cried.
Yeah,
Little
it was like, fuck. And then there was another time. Were you there with me for Beyonce?
Beyonce?
All right. So we were also there for Beyonce for Coachella weekend. Okay.
Yeah. That was also the Eminem weekend.
Oh yes, it was Beyonce one day, Eminem another day. So it was a great lineup, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I had seen Beyonce in concert like a handful of times, like really close to with Chia, you know what I'm saying? And again, we were tired.
Yeah.
It was getting dark, right?
It wasn't even dark. It was getting dark.
Yeah.
No, it was dark. It was dark.
And so I'm like, yo, look, honestly, bro, I've seen Beyonce. How do you feel?
I hadn't seen Beyonce, but I
Okay.
didn't care to.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yeah, no, we could dip.
So
we dipped.
we get back home to a little fucking expensive, dirty hotel because
Oh
that's
my
how it
God.
be out there, right?
Uh-huh.
During Coachella weekend. Turn on a little TV and we see the whole fucking production, the
Yeah.
Coachella shit, the
That shit
whole
was
like.
amazing.
We was like, yo,
Damn.
oh, is this what we are?
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is, as soon as you get tired and you think you want to go, something dope is about to happen. So don't go.
Possibly.
I
But
think-
I don't regret it that much.
You know,
That much.
That much.
Coachella, I would have liked to have seen that in person. Yeah. You know, yes, I have some regrets about that. I was supposed to see. Oh, I've seen Lauryn Hill live now since then. So you know, I think we just. I was gonna say I was a rookie, Coachella rookie, but that's no excuse. I've been to multiple ones at this point.
Mhm.
Like when I first went, I was like, I'm about to be there. I'm watching everybody, right? So you get there at fucking like 11 a.m. and shit, watching like people with like 3 people in the audience, a random person you never heard before, and then by like 3 o'clock you're spent. You want to go home.
Yeah.
And then everybody, nah, man, you're supposed to go roll up at like 5 p.m. and really wait for the person you want. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, I didn't know. I wanted to see this random DJ I've never heard of before.
Right?
Okay?
The Beyonce one was different though because that was our first VIP Coachella experience. So I kind of felt like, all right, we'll be chilling. we can stick it out.
Yeah.
But nah.
Nah, tired doesn't.
Yeah,
tired don't
that
care.
desert is no joke, boy.
Sleepy,
Ooh.
man. And dusty.
It's so
Ugh.
dusty.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
Like Burning Man looks kind of cool at times.
Oh, I would
Oh,
never.
fuck no.
I
Really?
would
I mean, it
never.
looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll say because I was working in like nightlife and in that scene for a long time, and
Yeah.
everybody would come back talk about how like crazy it is, and they're the ones with like the campers and the clean stuff. Like they got showers, they got showers when they go, and I just like the outfits. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, these outfits look dope, but then also. It's a lot of dirt,
But
and
you-
everybody's
a lot
on
of dirt.
and a
It's
lot of
lawless
drugs
out there.
Yeah, a lot of dirt and a lot of drugs
And-
that I don't know if I want to take or not.
And you know the whole like what they do out there, right?
Yeah,
Like,
just all types of weird shit.
yeah, but it's like the whole thing is like it's you're there to build a community, and you don't like no one sells food. There's
Yeah.
no food being
You
you
know-
all sharing and like
Sometimes
Pass.
that sounds kind of cool.
yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it's not for me either. I've never gone.
Yeah.
I just admire from afar. Like, oh, looks like it's fun. Y'all go every year.
I don't even like regular camping.
Yeah, I don't like.
regular man. I ain't going to fucking Burning Man. But yes, regular camping.
I just be thinking about it. I don't do it. I just think about it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do Burning Man unless I was getting paid to do
Yeah.
Burning Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, you probably make lifelong friends and
That's what
memories and connections.
they
and
all
shit.
come back just like a unit.
Yeah,
And they seem so peaceful after. As I said, I don't know what drugs they're taking, but
Yeah.
it works. They all seem like happy people.
they're out there on purpose, trauma bonding with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. The happiness comes from not being there anymore.
We
oh my
made it.
God. Yeah.
We made it. You never had to even make it.
You did
Survived.
this to yourself, man.
I'm sure it's great
Yeah.
if that's your thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, cool. Go be hot and dirty and find some way to get food from each other.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, thank you.
I'm good.
I might go in here.
The pictures are lit.
Go for
The
it.
pictures are lit.
Look,
The outfits.
I would love to dress in some post-apocalyptic shit
Right.
and take a picture in front of some burning shit. That sounds great.
Doesn't it?
For the picture.
We
Right.
could go to Joshua Tree.
That's true.
And take the pictures and be done.
Do that too.
I'm good, man.
Yeah, nah.
Well, speaking of fun travels, we just got back from Hawaii.
We did.
We did our No Chaser live out there in Honolulu. First of all, Hawaii is beautiful.
So
As
much.
always, I always have a good time out there. Nikki Blades, it's your home turf.
It is.
I tell you, it was nice to see Nikki Blades in somewhat of her like home turf. You know what I'm saying? I heard the little pigeon accent popping out here and there. I got there at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Immediately, I text the group chat and I'm like, "What we on? Y'all asleep? Y'all out? What's good?" And it was both. Ricky Blades was like, "I'm about to sleep." Nikki Blades was like,
Ricky Blades was sleeping.
Yeah, I was done.
and
So, yeah.
Nikki Shucks was like, "I'm out."
I'm outside. We'll be right here. We got 5 places to go to tonight. And I really did drag Tim around Oahu. We went to like 5 different places. And it was really it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot that night, actually.
High key. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, I'm fresh off the plane. You know what I'm saying? And but I had. Here's what's fucked up, right? Yeah, as y'all know, I'm trying to write this fucking movie, right? I'm like, finally, I get 5 hours to Hawaii, 5 hours back, 10 straight hours to get some work in, baby. And
We know where this is going.
yeah. I'm like, but here's the thing. I'm like, cool, my flight's at 6 p.m. LA time. I'm not sleepy at all. This is awake time, right? Bruh, I don't know. I wasn't even in a comfy. I didn't even upgrade my seat.
Yeah.
I wasn't even fucking first class. I was a regular seat, no extra leg room. I'm like, I'm about to be uncomfortable and ready to write. Bruh, as soon as my laptop came out, I was out, dog. So, but because of that, I was able to wake up nice and refreshed, ready to party when I landed in Hawaii. Hit Nikki Blades. She's like, "I'm out." I'm like, "Bet." Let me drop my shit off. I ain't even wash my balls like I normally do. I was like, cool. So drop my shit off, dapped up Rick, and then walked to the little lounge or whatever Nikki Blades was at and let her just take me away with her drunk Hawaiian friends.
Yeah, pretty much. That explains it. And taking Tim anywhere. In the Bay, we've gone out before in the Bay, and he just gets bombarded, right? Everybody's coming up. Man, in Hawaii, they were confused. They're like, "Hey, are you the one? Nah, that's not you."
And I'm like, we got a show, right?
Yeah. Everywhere we went, they were stopping Tim, right? And then like there's one point we were in line and they're literally talking to him and telling him he's not who he is.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you're not that guy. And Tim's like, I'm him.
I am Himothy, buddy.
Yeah. And it happened everywhere we went. And I forgot that when we're out, like people really just come up to Tim and like grab him, try to take pictures. If I turn away for 2 seconds, somebody is on him.
Yeah.
Trying.
Fuck the turning away.
I
I know. And then I didn't after that.
I got assaulted a few times in line.
No, for real. For real. I felt like I had to hold him, like, y'all, get off of him.
Nah, it was a good time. Nikki Blades almost fought some girls too at the club. She felt the disrespect for me.
Okay, so we're standing in line now as this is happening, and I thought I didn't even think I was that bad. I almost fought the security guard. So we're in line, and we know the DJs, of course. So we're there, and we're getting wristbanded up. And then the girl, Tim is right by us. The girl goes and tries to tell Tim to pay to get in, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? I was like, what is wrong with you? He's with us. He's not paying. And I literally go like this, like, he's not paying. Like, are you not paying attention? I did. And she's looking at me and I'm looking at her like,
yeah.
for real, like,
yeah.
there was no hesitation. Like, what is wrong with you? The security guard goes, "Oh, calm down. She's just doing her job." I said, she's not doing it well. She don't know how to see the group. Like, there's only 3 people.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I try not to do the whole like, don't you know who I am shit. But this was weird because
It was weird.
I literally was right behind the group. It wasn't even a big group. It was Nikki Blades and her homie.
Yeah.
That were like, all right, cool. They were like, they were with the DJ, whatever. I was right behind reminder. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And then the girl was like, okay, that'll be $10 ID. I'm like, oh, cool.
And he's pulling out his wallet. I said no.
Well, I was doing the girl on a date wallet.
Yeah.
Reach for
And
the
I
wallet.
did exactly.
Fake reach.
Yeah, and I did exactly what the man's supposed to do. Put that away. And I looked at her. But when the security guard was like, calm down, she's just doing her job. And I had to look at him. I was like, you think I'm worried about you either? I'm not worried about you or her. This is stupid. There's nobody in line. Let us in. Move.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
It was a good time. I didn't realize we went to 5 spots. You said?
4.
4.
We went to 4. And the last one we went to, I don't even remember the name of it. It was weird. It was in a parking garage. And mind you, when I'm telling you, I felt weird in Hawaii at a new spot, is some weird shit. You walk in, again, it's like this, it looks like an elevator entrance in a parking garage.
Mhm.
And then you get inside and it's on some like dungeon shit. It looks like they're making fun of a dungeon.
Yeah, the aesthetics is like medieval times as you're walking in there.
And then they hold you up front and they're like, okay, hold on, wait, everybody wait. And then they take us through some weird ass area that had like random bottles displayed. It just didn't make sense. And then we're in the booth and the DJ was trying to suck off Tim the whole night, yelling out "No Chaser." Shout out "No Chaser" gang. I'm going, am I not here? And he's
You are no chaser gang.
the guy was like on Tim, like, "No Chaser gang." Tim.
That's funny.
I let him suck me off.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We didn't have to pay for any bottle service the whole trip. It was great. But yeah, Tim cannot be left alone for 2 seconds in Hawaii.
The great rewards hunt is on, so join the adventure with DraftKings Casino. For fun seekers, follow the trail to huge jackpots. And I'm not talking about my pubes. I'm talking about another trail, weekly bonuses, and exclusive games, okay? But the excitement is only getting started because new players can get 500 casino spins on a featured game. Just sign up with code NOCHASER5 and wager a minimum of $5 to receive 500 casino spins on a featured game. Only on the most rewarding place to play, DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 and over. Physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Connecticut and Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins valid for a featured game only and expire in 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends March 16th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
And I remember kind of like waking up randomly at 6 because I heard the door close and everyone was like, oh shit, she was serious about that life, man.
Yeah, I just move at a different pace in Hawaii.
Yeah,
How
that's weird.
was your game that day?
I played like shit, but I made it on time and I looked good.
You know the most annoying part of all of this? I was awake when y'all got back. I didn't even fall asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
You could have been out
Yeah,
with us. Aw.
Yeah, I don't be sleeping.
What were you doing?
I
You
was just laying there.
Oh, and then Rick and I got to hang out the first day when he landed. We had took Rick to the beach. He got to see some fireworks. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty romantical.
Yeah, that one beach that I told you that I loved.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, went to the same one.
Tight.
And it was still amazing. And then randomly, they just started doing fireworks.
And I was taking him to the specific part of the beach because I know they do fire. Well, I was hoping they were going to do the fireworks. So on the weekends in Waikiki, normally they'll have like a fireworks show on Friday and Saturday for everybody that comes into town.
I see.
So where we were, Rick was like, "Why are you taking me to this side of the beach?"
No. She got lost. Little Miss Loco didn't know where the fuck we was going.
I didn't get lost.
She got
The
lost.
beach is all connected. So technically, you know what I mean? Like,
A beach is a beach is a
a
beach,
beach
man.
is a beach.
But
It's
we
in the
had to
middle.
keep going in circles and around extra shit.
Okay, and hold on, because we were at the beach earlier. We went back to the hotel to go change because we wanted to go put our feces in the water,
Mhm.
and it started to rain. And Rick was like, "Look, if I get caught in the rain and I get sick, I'm gonna be so mad at you." So I was like, "Fuck, I need to go to the fastest route to get to the beach because if it rains, he's gonna be mad at me." And I was like,
took the
and I was-
longest ever.
"Yes," and I was like, "This, it's gonna rain." So it was, and luckily, the fireworks show happened, and then right as it ended, we're like, "Okay, let's go. Let's go straight back to the room." We were like maybe 2 minutes away from the hotel, then it started raining.
Not even.
Not even. We were closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't hate me.
Scenic route, dog.
Nah.
No, it really wasn't.
It was. Oh, he did the same thing too.
Oh, yeah.
The next day. So I'm like, damn, y'all, both of y'all suck in different ways, right? In his defense, though, because before I linked with you, I had to go find some shit. So I'm using my little Google Maps.
Okay.
And it points weird.
Yeah.
So he was in charge this time. He took us the wrongest way walking somewhere.
It was fucked up. It wasn't the wrongest way. It was just the longest way.
No, it was the wrongest way. Because when we came back on that street where our hotel was. You took us the opposite direction all the way down.
Okay. Here's what was stupid. The next day, I fucked up in a couple ways, all right?
Okay.
Because normally, if I'm gonna eat in a city, I like to do a little bit of research. This time I did not, right? So of course we're going off the Yelp reviews. But of course, if you're in a very touristy town, all the Yelp reviews are just where all the travelers are going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you were golfing. I'm like, yo, Rick, let's get some breakfast, right? We left the hotel like 9:30 probably, right? So I'm looking up, I see a little spot. Fuck it, Aloha Cafe, great reviews. Of course, typical shit. Aloha Cafe, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of tourists there because they don't know where the fuck to go. They gonna find Hawaiian Cafe, right? Aloha Cafe. But the Yelp reviews were good. The pictures look good. I'm like, cool. It's like a 3-minute walk, dog. Cool. It's like a 5-minute walk or some shit, right? So I'm following the shit. We start walking, right? And it's on that street, the street that's like right next to the. Like, not the ocean, but the water.
The Alawai.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so we're walking, and we're just talking, and it's getting a little warm. And I'm like, damn, it said 3 minutes for
it's been 3 minutes
a
for
minute
a
now.
Duh.
Rick's like, did you put in driving directions or walking directions? I'm like,
nothing is 3 minutes away from the hotel.
So I'm like, bruh, nah, it's like,
so you were technically about like 20-minute walk.
It wasn't
right?
that crazy.
Yes.
Like about a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, it was like 15.
If we would have went the right way,
Right.
12, 15.
Yeah, because you could cut through.
Yeah.
They took you on the main street.
Yeah, because it took us on the main street because it was a driving direction.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So now, so Rick's like, fuck it, man. But we're walking, and Rick's like, this is the second day in a row I was trying to not be sweaty, and I'm sweaty for no reason.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
And then, so we're walking down that street, and the shit's over here.
Yeah.
He takes us to the right.
Got
we
it.
go over the bridge. Once we get over the bridge, he's like, wait a minute, man.
You went over the bridge.
So I'm like, all right, let me see the phone. I look at the phone,
no.
like, yeah, no. We gotta go back that way.
Yeah.
It was so, oh, man.
We finally get to the spot, fucking hour wait.
Yeah.
So we're like,
Oh, no.
yeah. So I'm like, all right, you want to try another spot, bro? So I'm looking at other shit. Found a couple options. Found a spot called Goofy Cafe, whatever it was. And it also looked really good. And I made sure to look walking directions this time. So we walked, but it was one of those. The walking directions don't tell you which side of the street you're supposed to be on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like we get to an intersection. I'm like, it's on the other side, right? Rick's like, hopefully it's not one of those, but we got to go all the way over here before we can turn around. It was. Bro, it was a mission, dog.
Wow.
Because like we got to the corner where we could have crossed to the side of the street where it was, right? But we thinking it's over here. So we're walking. I say that, and then we see it, but you cannot cross. And you really couldn't cross. It was like some shit in the middle of it, so we had to go all the way around. And then it was an hour wait.
So hold on. Now I realize we got lost trying to find the restaurant that I wanted to go to.
Oh, shit.
We were standing. The directions did not explain that you had to go upstairs in a whole other building. So we're standing. We're both looking at the directions. Didn't take us long to get there, but we're standing and we're like, where the fuck is this place? So we go through like an alley, hoping it's in the alley. Not there. Then Rick's like, well, let's just go ask somebody in one of the stores. We go into the store that sells socks.
Okay.
First off, the deal was great in the store. Got us distracted. We almost started shopping for socks. We asked the lady. She's just like,
She's like, I never heard of that.
I never
don't know
heard
what
of
the fuck
it.
you talking about. Never
And I
heard
was
of it.
like, damn.
Like,
You're no
I think
help.
she just was like, if you that buy it from me, I'm not gonna send you
Yeah,
somewhere else.
she
Like,
for
get the
sure.
fuck outta here, yeah.
And so then I thought about, I was like, do we buy these socks so she can give us the directions?
Right,
or not?
right.
So no socks. But then we look to the left and we go, huh, that looks like it could be in there. Next thing you know, it was like, oh yeah, it was on the second floor, all the way tucked off in the back by a Target.
Did y'all find it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Did
it
you
was
use it?
good. Oh yeah,
Yes,
it was
you got
uni.
it.
They had like, the
Ooh.
uni boxes.
Word. Oh, yes. Oh, that
Yes.
was where you went. Right,
That's
right,
where
right,
I
right.
went. I was so excited, and it was worth it.
All right. Well, I mean, shout out to that place. Shout out to Goofy Cafe too. It actually ended up being really
was good.
good. The hostess was fucking so nice too.
Yeah.
Like probably the nicest customer service I've ever had. So
Hawaii
nice.
is
And
known
shout
for
out
that.
to y'all for being directionally challenged because it helped me stay consistent with my steps.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
On Nikki Day, I got 20,000 steps.
We did a lot of
But
walking.
that was because of the airport shit I had to go through before then.
Did you tell
But-
him? the
Yeah,
airport
he
shit?
knows, yeah. But then on your miss up day, I had like 12,000.
Look at
Okay,
that.
So
20,000 steps for Rick is 10,000 steps for Nikki Blades. same when I'm
Yo,
walking with Nikki
same.
Blades.
there was a point where I was like, let's take some long ass fucking strides.
Okay.
I realized like she got way more leg than I do. Like she's not that much taller than me, but them legs is crazy.
And I also learned something about Rick. Rick don't walk in slides. So when we went back to the hotel, he had to go switch out his shoes because, you're not taking sneakers to the beach. He's like, you gotta walk slow. I'm in these slides and I don't wear them out. And my ass is still not thinking anything of it. I thought I was walking slow. At one point, he's like, oh, fuck. He like slips a little bit.
Look.
He's coming with his little flip-flops.
I've never worn slides outside.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
And I didn't realize that, it's hard for people to walk in certain shoes because I was in slides as well. And I didn't take him serious. So he was like, Nikki, slow down.
It was on the way back.
When it was raining and it started getting wet.
Yeah, because my feet were wet.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's what I
shit's
realized.
slipping and shit.
And Rick, you are a sock and slides guy, right?
Yes.
It's way more difficult to walk with socks and slides than when you have
No.
sticky feet
Right.
on slides.
It's easier for me
Really?
in the socks. That's why I wear the socks.
For real?
It's the no socks that was the problem.
Really?
Yeah.
And then, so he's a socks and slides guy.
Yeah.
I see him after we go, we're rinsing off our feet. I go, Rick, I thought your feet were going to be ugly.
No.
You actually got like nice feet. I'm like, why do you wear
Because I
socks?
keep them
and-
protected
Yeah, I was like,
with
why
my
do-
socks in my slides.
I don't get it. Anytime I see somebody wearing socks and slides, I'm just assuming you got some like dogs.
No, some Shaq feet. No.
Yeah.
My shit cute.
Yeah, I was actually impressed. I was like, why y'all keep trying to harass me and see my feet? Rick's feet is the one that you guys need to be
Hey,
coming for.
listen, I will sell all of you feet.
Yes. Rick got some
all
cute
day
feet.
long.
Yeah.
I put it up here, put some balls in the picture if you want.
They didn't want the balls in the photo, Rick.
Hey, I'm just saying, you never know what the people want. I'm
and-
giving you options.
And the feet might be ashy, but the balls
Balls
will be moisturized. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the other way around, if we being honest. I got some dry ass balls. No, I'm just playing.
Speaking of judging Rick, when we were at the restaurant, Rick got a Loco Moco. You know what I'm saying?
Which is
And-
really good, by the
which
way.
is really good.
Y'all don't know. Rice, hamburger patty, eggs, brown gravy.
Yes. And usually it'll be a egg that you bust open for the Loco Moco.
Mhm.
You know
Bust
what I'm
it.
saying?
Running.
Rick will do the scrambled eggs on top of the Loco Moco.
Only sometimes. Like sometimes I do the yolk, but I was not in the mood.
Not
for
in the
no
yoki
fucking
mood.
yolk
So it's
that
funny
day.
because as soon as you ordered it, I wasn't gonna say shit because I was like, I know Rick's gonna do his thing. But then Rick was like, I felt judged.
Yeah, no,
I'm judging
knew.
you currently.
yeah, but guess who cares?
Nobody. You don't care. But when you told me that, I was like, Rick ordered a scrambled egg on his Moco Loco?
And it was fucking delicious.
I bet, but still.
Somebody went out of their way to DM me about it
Shut up,
when I posted
really?
on Instagram. Someone's like, hey, yo, I love y'all, but the scramble on the Loco Moco is wild.
That is diabolical. Diabolical.
Nah, so what you do is, no, fuck that. I ain't even gonna tell y'all. Suck my ass. Suck my toes.
Suck
I
his
do
dry
what the
ass
fuck I
balls.
want.
Yeah. Get his
Yeah.
balls wet.
Moisturize these balls.
But
Good for you. I love somebody that stands on their food choices. You like what you like.
Fuck all of y'all.
Yeah, but look, y'all know Rick can't be pressured into some shit. The
That's
man
true.
hasn't had a drop of
No.
alcohol in his entire life.
No.
So what
He
the
lives.
fuck?
He lives in his own world. Good for him.
You want some tequila?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I looked at you. I was like, "Oh, we're doing that tequila."
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I mean, not a, might as well.
Yo, I drank last night, but I didn't drink a lot. But I got drunk. I only had 2 shots and a little bit of wine. I woke up this morning going, "Why did that feel extra intense?"
That's crazy.
I don't know. Is my tolerance? No. How many episodes we filming today?
4.
Got it. Okay, so pace myself.
Pace yourself. Pace
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay.
Pace yourself. Because you got a little horny right now when you seen that.
Am.
Huh?
I said, how's baby?
Yeah,
I
you
like
know.
the shape of that bottle.
You know, and the color.
and what's in it.
Oh, and what's in it? Oh yeah, my bad. I got
I
distracted.
would have brought some Jesters Court, but I'm only down to 2 of the shits they sent me, and they're not in production yet, and I need those. Hey man, I'm hungry, my family's hungry, but I don't always have time to cook healthy food, okay? That's why we like Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for clean eating, delivering pre-portioned and prepped quality whole foods with limited processed ingredients. Green Chef sends organic, fresh produce, responsibly sourced proteins, and chef-designed recipes in every box for satisfying, nourishing, and convenient meals that make it easy to stick to a clean eating routine, all right? That's why we love it, because you can stay on track even on your busiest days with salads ready in 5 minutes or less, ready to blend smoothies, and grab-and-go protein-packed breakfasts, okay? I love it, I love it, I love it. We need it. We trying to stay healthy for these babies, but we also like to eat, okay? Thrive all year with clean, easy meals from Green Chef. Go to greenchef.com/nochaserfree and use code nochaserfree to get started with free salads for 2 months plus 50% off your first box, okay? I said go to greenchef.com/nochaserfree and use code nochaserfree to get started with free salads for 2 months plus 50% off your first box, okay? The #1 meal kit for eating well. I only have, here's the thing. Oh, and for everybody who has ordered a bottle of Jester's Court, I need a few more y'all to order it, because the way shit is set up is with the pre-sale, for it to make sense for everybody, I need to sell a certain amount of bottles, and I'm almost there.
It's like you
Hey, look,
selling
man, I sold
cookies.
198. I need to sell 200 before they can make the shit.
Pretty much.
If I don't sell 200, they ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna get your money back.
So once we get
Tim's going
there,
door to door.
yeah, please.
Please,
I got some world's
Can I
finest
interest you in
chocolate.
2 bottles of?
I can come here. I'll give you a sample.
Did you say world's finest?
Yeah, I got some world's finest chocolate and a bottle of brandy.
Did you know that 100% of Girl Scout cookies have metal in it, but not my brandy?
I gladly get you drunk on in summer for some money today. Cheers.
Oh man! So when you see him with a vacuum and a vacuum,
Yes, and some fucking Lancome makeup.
he's like, "Let me." Anybody want some Tupperware? He has a Tupperware party.
You
Also-
busted their house throwing dirt on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got just the thing for it.
And also-
Jesters Court. Drink this, you forget how you threw dirt on your carpet.
and also, do you know Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior?
He's just got like a backpack full of shit.
This is what you should have been shooting for promos, dog. You should go do all those things we just
my
said.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. But I say all that to say, once we get that fulfilled, then they will make the batch and it'll be out to you in like a month, all right? Okay. Now then, speaking of things needing more promo,
Oh no!
Hawaii was beautiful.
Yes.
And I will tell you this. When we did our No Chaser live show in LA,
Whoa.
we did a small theater, 150 seats. Shit was packed out, lit. Energy was crazy.
Yeah.
We sold somewhere between 200 and 300 tickets for
Yes.
that Hawaii show.
Mhm.
Lit.
Yeah.
Pero,
Mm.
mira,
Listen.
the theater is 1,300 capacity.
Yeah.
So when you have 300 people sitting everywhere in a big ass theater, the shit looked dead.
I mean,
Yeah.
we had people up top, and we're going, "What are y'all doing up
Yeah,
there?
come on down.
Come on down."
And I feel like people who bought tickets didn't come.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like that was the whole 3 or 320, whatever we saw.
Yeah, and the shit looked dead and felt dead. You know, I understand that when vibe feels like that. The energy is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because in LA, people were very hyped to get on stage and get wild with us. We are a very interactive show. So
we should have started with that, because I did the promo for the morning show out there, Island 98.5, and they were asking like, so y'all just gonna be sitting on stage talking and doing like a live broadcast? I said, oh God, no, not even close. So everybody just assumed that they were gonna be listening to us and had no clue that our show is really based off of crowd participation. So that's where we fucked up on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
because the first time we definitely put that out there. Like, come ready to be on stage and shake that ass and do some things.
And in our first part, it's like, where all the single people at?
Yo, I ain't never seen so many couples in my life.
She was crazy.
Silent. And they love their partners. And not one of them, they were all sitting there like, I'm not single at all.
Yeah, because we do, one of the bits we do is, yo, let's rizz up Nikki Blaze, who got the best pickup lines for Nikki Blaze.
Yo.
LA show was hilarious.
It was so funny.
But this was also hilarious for different reasons.
Different reasons. But when we asked for people to come up, if you could see the faces of the boyfriends in the crowd.
Don't like, and we're like, turn on the lights so we can see everybody's faces. They not looking at me. I'm standing on stage going, holy shit, not one of y'all wants to hit on me. And that was the mistake.
Yeah. You lucky. I know you and I love you.
Yeah.
I was about to just go on a whole tear about how you losing it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you didn't do that.
I know. I was like, she's not gonna handle that well, but it was gonna be so funny.
But the alternative was pretty hilarious.
You talking about Unc, Big Unc?
Yo, I was sitting there, and speaking of our LA show, I'm like, yes, bring it. I don't care who it is. Everybody come hit on me. Uncle. And when I say Uncle was missing like all his teeth. He had 2 in the front. He had his slippers on.
Uncle to the max.
Messed up shirt. Filipino uncle come walking up. I said, I'm going to sit down. I didn't even want to stand up.
Yeah,
he felt.
If you could imagine, if you've ever been to an Asian restaurant and there's just the owner's homies there that's just there and drunk, they don't work there.
Eating.
He's not helping, he's not eating, he's just there. That man wandered up on stage. I'm looking like, he didn't buy a ticket for this. Or maybe he did.
He did.
He
had
did.
to.
He did.
No, because he knew about her. Like he said, we got similar interests.
That's
we like
facts.
to golf.
He said he was trying to have a hole in one.
So then Nikki Blaze was like, Unc, we might be related out here. He was like, hey, second cousins, it's okay.
I said, it's not okay. It's not okay. Tell me why the crowd was like, oh shit. Because they was probably looking at their second cousin next to them. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Small kind inbred.
Man.
Yeah, look, we made the most out of the show. It was
For
definitely
sure.
it was a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so much so. Now here's what's funny. We haven't really even talked about this. Where now and I understand completely because going into it, at the end we normally end it with a twerk contest, right? So I'm like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And I'm like, all right, well we usually. Rick was like, I was like, and as soon as he just, I was like, I get it. All right, so we gonna do all right, y'all. So we gonna.
Well, what's funny about that is that's not what I was doing. It felt too early.
Oh.
So I was just telling you, just do a Q&A real quick.
Oh.
So yeah, I was still wanting to do it after.
Oh,
but
really?
The Q&A told me everything I needed to know.
yeah.
I was like,
100%.
all right, now, that's pointless.
Oh, in my head, I knew if we did a twerk contest, it would eat up the rest of the shit.
Yeah.
But so I thought you were being like, not the vibe for that. So I was like, okay, heard you. Moving on.
Yeah. But either way, it was not the vibe for that.
No.
So.
Yeah.
But I had, my guest list was like 20 people. I had like 20 people show up. And mind you, they're all honest. None of my friends have to lie to me about anything. They really don't. One of my homegirls, she was like, hey, y'all got some really good chemistry. I was like, oh, I'm glad that out of all the things, you at least picked up on that. They're like, you guys are really funny together. I was like, oh, so you liked it?
That's great.
I was like, oh, that's a win.
Friend.
Because you could lie to me and you didn't.
Yeah. No, it was a good show. We did good, and they received it well. It was just they didn't know that they were part of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like you said, that's where we fucked up.
Yo, one of the best parts, and I think it's such a cool aspect that we have to the show, is when Tim does bring somebody up and the local artist. So Pono was performing, and for us, anytime you can bring somebody in and he's just on the uke, he was killing it. Side note, he also was crumping before. But when you came on stage and you just do what you do, that is like, if you come to our show, just know that that's probably one of the biggest highlights. It's so dope. It's dope to watch you and the musicians interact and see them in their element, you in your element.
Oh,
and a lot of people know you for that in outside of the podcast. But when you do that on stage, I'm sitting in the back with Rick, like, one, laughing at some of the stuff you put together.
Yeah.
Two, going, oh my,
you
said some crazy stuff. But then, like, as I'm in, I'm like, this shit is so cool, and it reminds me of like what you do outside of this.
Oh, well, thanks, Nikki Blades. That's nice. I so if y'all didn't see the live LA show, because I uploaded the whole thing on YouTube recently. And what I like to do, which I used to do when I would like perform on tour and shit, because I would always be on tour with either Andrew or JR Kino. Like, we'd be like, yo, let's bring up someone on stage and make up a song about it, improvise a little song. So I had a local artist, Pono, he was super dope. And we brought up a girl from the audience. And I always make sure, now I'm like, okay, do I have your consent to say suggestive, dirty things about you in the song?
Oh, man.
She was like, yeah, my husband's in the audience. I'm like, okay, well, are we good about if I say dirty things? She's like, I want all the dirty things. I think that kind of threw me off.
No, you were like, how dirty can I get? And you was testing some stuff. You said something about babies in the orgy at one point. No.
He said something about babies.
And then.
Oh, yeah.
But as you're listening to it, I went, hold on, babies in the orgy. All I heard was babies in the orgy.
The timing was off, for sure. But it wasn't a combined situation. That's what we were talking about.
We were like,
it was literally.
Yeah. We were like, what he just say? But that's also the beauty of it, because you don't know what's going to happen. And Rick and I are going, do we have to pull the plug?
Well, you know, when you got ADHD and you're freestyling, your brain is just trying to make connections.
Yeah.
And sometimes your brain makes connections in ways, and then you verbalize it, and you realize it doesn't come out the way it is in your brain.
But your recovery is always so nice. But Rick and I really looked at each other and went, oh, God, this is why we tell them not to record the shows.
Well, to be fair, this time we told them not to record because we knew it was going to be empty.
Hey, when we're telling the cameraman beforehand, if this looks like shit, it's on you. We literally looked at him and he was so excited to be a part of it. And then he was like, wait, what?
Well, here's what's funny is camera dude, we told him, I'm like, yeah, all right, look, man, just don't, if the shit's looking empty, don't film it, right? And then he tagged us in a little BTS video. I'm like, oh, this shit looks good. Yeah. This shit looks great. Up until like the last 20 seconds when he showed us doing the selfie with the audience, I was like, not sharing not sharing that, buddy boy.
I was like, hey, cut that last part out, bro. You were good. I was like, oh my God, this looked great. And then, nobody reshared it.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry about it.
I was like, I can't put this on my page.
I was like, you going to invite me?
We gave you one direction.
Yeah.
He said, so make it look empty.
Yeah, hit me as a collaboration on this. No, thank you, sir. But but at the end of the day, it was a good show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And the meet and greet. Mm-hmm. There was about 100 people for the meet and greet. It was like almost everybody that bought tickets wanted to do the meet and greet, which is so dope. And shout out to everybody that did that, because the chips came clutch. One of the couples brought us chips.
Yes.
Tim's shoes, by the way. I didn't know you had shoes.
Yeah, this was a long time ago. I put out 2 versions. It was the Cannons and also the Cannons 2.0. Mm-hmm. And I put out some shoes with this company. And I got an OG supporter that was in the audience, brought his shoes to get autographed. I was like, oh, shit, son.
Super cool. And then we got collector's cards.
Yeah.
We got collector's cards.
I gave mine to Q. He ripped them up already, yeah.
He broke them in the case.
Yeah. But I felt like walking away after the show was like, damn, this is such a dope feeling, and getting to meet everybody and to see how they react. And it's like, the show is fun.
It's love, man. It's love. For sure, if we do one in the Bay, I think we'll pack it out.
Everybody is in the comments asking for, when are we taking this to the next spot?
I feel like, look, if we gauge off how much love I get in the streets,
crazy
walking around, I think the Bay,
yes,
Seattle go crazy,
easy,
San Diego,
San Diego, and Toronto.
Yeah,
it'd be a little more difficult because
they won't let us in.
Work visas and shit. It's more of a process, but
yeah, the Bay. I was already like San Francisco, San Jose, easy. with all the people we know out there. And then when I took him to Santana Row once, I was like, can we eat? Can you let your Asian God finish his meal, please?
We'll figure it out.
I feel like security when I'm with him.
Oh, New York would probably go hard too.
Oh,
actually.
New York would be fun.
Yeah, New York is a
Yeah,
good
we'll
time.
figure it out, man. We'll hit up Tony Clive for the Bay Area.
Tony Clive.
I'm sure you know Tony Clive.
I'm sure.
No, she does. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Fucking, what's his real name?
Anthony.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. No, but that's an easy. That's
Yeah.
that's the second home
Mhm.
for me. Hawaii was dope, but in the Bay, it's just different. And you know what we love to do in the Bay? We like to stand on top of couches and we like. So if we say there's a twerk contest, I got 6 girls ready.
Oh, the Bay. We
The
might
Bay
as well
would
make
go-
the whole show a twerk
twerk
contest in the
contest.
Bay. Hello.
I'm
Three
gonna have,
twerk contests
Yes.
and then the fucking eliminator round.
I was like, we giving out bottles at this one. I'm telling you, it would be nuts.
Yeah, you know what?
The Bay would go crazy,
Yeah,
Tim.
yeah.
No,
All
we're-
my friends.
We're definitely doing the best.
For sure.
Definitely.
Hey, here's what fucked up about Hawaii too is because I hit David. I'm like, hey, bro, can we like throw some flyers up at Junebee or some shit? And he was like, bro, it's not even allowed. He's like, it's a whole thing when you're in that little what's that area, Nikki Blaze?
The Royal Hawaiian area.
That shit. He's like, it's so much shit they don't allow you to do. So
but it's because it's so high. It's like
I know.
super, super high end. It's really nice
'Cause
area.
A lot of
Yeah.
people, everybody that was running into us on the street didn't know there was a
Didn't
show.
know.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling that was the case. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, how many times can we repost this flyer on Instagram? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But it's a learning lesson, right? It's like we're seeing that people don't really fuck with the flyers as much. You put all the details. They ain't reading this.
Yeah.
We just gotta be creative with it. But
Gotta get back to the days of having a street team. The
For
people in the
real.
city.
Yeah.
That's facts, huh?
Cause that shit was it. But yeah, we definitely learned some shit. There was people at the meet and greet who didn't know their ticket came with a meet and greet.
Oh shit.
So we
Yeah.
have to make sure we be clear on that shit
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
doing the radio promo was good because we were able to give away tickets, and it was exciting to hear people calling in,
Mhm.
loving No Chaser.
Mhm.
So that was really cool. Also found out that the radio host went to high school with my dad.
Oh damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we were having a moment because I feel like anybody from Hawaii, when you're there and you're like, oh, I'm Hawaiian, they're like, yeah. Like I was they were giving me the cold shoulder, trying to be like, yeah, you fake Hawaiian, you not from here. They try to hit me like, oh, you're like that Nicole Scherzinger. And I was like, whoa, why are we talking? Why do we not like Nicole Scherzinger?
Damn.
But next thing you know, like we're going through this thing and they're just grilling me. Where's your family from? Da, 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 da. I'm over here having to explain myself. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I told y'all. I could say I'm Hawaiian all day till I'm blue in the face and they don't believe it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I had mentioned, because it started to get to a place like, oh, so what brings you back home? I'm like, well, the show.
Mhm.
But I had to go. We did Dad's final service.
Mhm.
And when I said that, one of the girls on the show was like, oh, so what's your dad's name? I said, oh, my dad's name is Woody Moore.
Mhm.
And they went, but your last name, but you're Nikki Blades. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. The host, who wasn't even in studio, he was Skyping in,
Mhm.
was like, Woody Moore, you get one uncle and one auntie. I was like, yeah, I have an uncle and an auntie. Said their names. And I was like, yeah, no, that's my dad. Tell me why the host started to get like choked up.
Oh shit.
He was like, yo, I used to look up to your dad.
Word.
And started going into stories. And he knew my dad. So there's a story of this club. It's called Bully Hayes.
Mhm.
And my dad actually got blown up by a grenade.
Oh god.
Yeah, so there was a fight that happened. This guy was beating up on his girlfriend. The girlfriend went to my dad. My dad was like, let me handle this. Beat up the guy.
Mhm.
And normally in Hawaii, it's like you fight and then it's over. They don't really do the bang bang stuff, none of that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like fight and then you got to worry
Mhm.
about someone pulling up. So the fight happens, whatever, they go separate. And then the guy actually was part of the military.
Mm.
And he went back, got a grenade.
Damn.
Yeah, got a grenade, threw it at my dad.
What the fuck?
Yes, and there was like this spot, they never really filled the hole from where it exploded.
Okay.
So dad was in a coma, all this other stuff. So that was like a really known story.
That's crazy. Wait, how long was he in a coma for?
Dad was in a coma for a few days.
Damn.
Yeah, so dad got blown up by a grenade. And for someone to bring up that story, it's like we've talked about that amongst the family and like
Yeah.
everybody that knew. So while I'm on the show, he's like, oh shit, you're really his daughter. And his
That's crazy.
whole tone changed, and he brought that up, and we were talking about it on air, and I was like, yep, that's my dad. And he just had a moment and didn't realize that had passed. And so he had his moment. Then I find out the other host actually knew my uncle on my mom's side.
Word.
Yeah, so I was doing that, talking about our show, and the next thing you know, their whole tone changed. Like everything was like, "Oh shit, she is a local girl. Oh, her family is this. Oh, your father that." And I was like, "Okay, thank you. I know I don't have my accent all the time. This is why." But
You're like, I've been practicing radio voice for 10 years.
yeah, so I was
Sorry
like,
about it.
"Damn!" But they was like shitting on me, like, "Nah, you not from here."
Fake ass.
Yeah.
Fake flagging out here.
Yeah. And then once he found out who my dad was, when I tell you, like, my dad used to be like, my dad was that guy. And so us to do the show in Hawaii, where we did the show at was like iconic. It was legendary. And then when we got to take pictures with the sign outside, I was like, yo, we really did something.
And a lot of people were like, when you told them on the street, like, oh yeah, we got a show at the Hawaii Theater, it was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an iconic location.
And then we got to turn up afterward at the district, which was
Lit.
fun. That's always great.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to make a little bag celebrating. It's funny because, you know, when I'm navigating club events or whatever, I usually talk to my boy Michael Ferrari, and he helps me navigate shit. And he's always like, "What's on your rider?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't know, right? Give me a bottle of some bougie tequila, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, what, maybe some vodka for the bitches, and then some champagne or some shit, right?" He's like, "All right, cool. And I was like, "You know what? Throw in some Musubis. Sorry. Throw in some Musubis." And he's like, "All right, here's what I did, right?"
Sound like you said Muscle Beach.
Throw in some Muscle Beach.
Damn.
So he's like, "All right, here's what I did, right? You know, classic Azul, bottle of champagne. I put 9 Musubis and some Listerine strips." I'm like, all right, whatever.
Which was a perfect combo. By the
Yeah, I was
way.
like, cool, great. So we get there. It must have been some miscommunication because dude was like, "What do you guys want?" I was like,
Oh my
Said everything
God.
that we said we want.
yes,
Stupid.
you know, some tequila would be nice, and some champagne would be great. And then so we get there, and I had been talking to y'all the whole night. Oh, don't trip, we don't need to get dinner, bro. We got Musubis at the club. We got Musubis at the club. Don't worry about it. We get to the club, motherfuckers are hungry, bro.
No Musubis.
Yeah, we're like, So then, oh boy, one of the dudes that worked at the club was in my ear asking for something. He's like, "Y'all good?" I'm like, "We had Musubis on the ride. Where the Musubis? We had them on the rider, man."
Oh
He was
my
like, so
God.
he kind of chuckles, but then I see him in his phone.
Yes.
Sending texts. He's like, "Oh shit."
funny.
So then I guess he was like, he must have been in his phone like, "Was there a rider?" Because then 10 minutes later, he pulls up tray full of Musubis and Listerine strips. I was
Yes.
like, "Thank you, bro. That shit was clutch. I was starving."
And then shout out to Happy Lemon. Yo, the
Yeah,
Happy Lemon plug coming through. Side note, she is dope. There was a moment where we were in the club and I was like, did you guys even talk to the girl that brought the Happy Lemon stuff in? Yo, she owns like 15, 20 plus locations in 3
amazing.
states.
yes, it's also a plug through my boy Michael Ferrari. I appreciate the connection, my guy.
Yes.
I know it was the owner until you had told me. I thought it was just somebody working for Happy Lemon.
Nah.
And I also didn't realize that she was gonna go hard like that.
She was a fucking time. And I ended up partying with her after. So I was like,
Oh, God.
we became best friends real quick. She can drink. If you see a girl, Asian girl, normally around 5'2" to 5'3".
That's how they normally be. Yeah.
Okay. With a bottle in their hand, be afraid because they can drink. And her only mission, it wasn't the Happy Lemon. She was like, "I got my photos. We're done. We're turning up." She tried to set me up with her friend. It turned into a whole big ordeal. She's like, "No, we're going to fly out. I got a trip set up for you in Vegas." I said, "Oh my God, I just met this girl." And she is like playing matchmaker. Shit was crazy, but she was so much fun.
Yeah, I I mean, y'all know Nikki Blades and I can drink. That girl though, she turned me into a girl first time at the club, spitting my shots out into the chasers because it was chaser podcast that night because your boy was like,
So chill.
Okay.
"No, thank you, brother. I got a
No.
6 a.m. flight."
So chaser to the point. I looked at Rick and I'm going, this girl is I can't do this. So what I'm going to do, I said, we're going to do a switcheroo.
Yeah.
Pour the Red Bull in a shot glass. She going to pass me a shot glass. I'm not going to drink it out the bottle. I did one. Won't do it again. Because she didn't let up. I said, so when she turns around,
Yeah.
So every time I would see her coming towards Nikki, I just discreetly grab the Red Bull or a drink, then just wait.
And then Rick forgot. He's like, "This Red Bull making me feel funny."
Nah, so I was pouring. tell.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I was just pouring that shit in the ice bucket.
Yeah.
When nobody was looking.
Look, if you go out to a club, it's really, there's an art to being able to last throughout the night. It is an art. So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to drink, it's really hard to tell somebody no. They won't let you.
It's the culture of it.
It's the culture of it. It's like, no, we got bottles, and they'll buy you bottles, and they're just like, nah, I get fucked up. You have to learn. If you saw Coyote Ugly, you know, to spit back. Like you got is
Oh, is that where they learned it from?
Yeah.
I just learned it from girls. I didn't know they learned it from a movie.
Yes, we learned it from a movie because it's all night, and she's just so cute and fun and exciting that I was like, I want to hang out with you, but I'm gonna black out.
Look, if
I'm gonna get dragged, and I don't think anybody here is gonna.
if I didn't have a 6 a.m. flight back to the babies, I would have been down and I would have blacked out in my hotel and been like, fuck it, let's call it a night. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was asking if I took you guys to the strip club because we've talked about the strip club so much.
Yeah.
Nah, I got the look for both of them. Like, hey, you know what time this is done?
Yeah.
Once we hit you see the clock. Once it strikes this time, we got to go. And I said, don't worry. I knew that we had already done too much.
Yeah, and I knew you were staying.
Yeah. And I didn't even press. I said, no, it's okay, guys.
Yeah.
I was like, you went out with me the night before. Rick, thank you for your service. Fellas, run. Like, don't let her see. Just get out the club. I'll take the bullet on this one.
If we had another night there, it's a different story.
But everybody had to go
Everybody
home.
was leaving the next day.
And don't worry, the strip club was not that lit.
It wasn't great?
Actually, it was great.
Cool. Yeah, man.
I had such a great time.
You know,
She lied.
Such a great time. No, there was one point where I was like, I don't know who the fuck was coming to the stage because I did not order these ones. I said, I was like, send these back.
I did not order these ones.
Order these
Crazy.
ones. I was sitting there and I was like,
hilarious.
don't bring me to C-list. Where the A-team at?
Don't bring me to spam Musubis.
It looked like they had done eaten all the spare Musubis. And I was like,
they're watching right now.
It's
like,
okay.
Maybe they'll talk about us.
Hey,
girl was
look.
making me hungry. I was like, I was looking at the strippers going, I need to eat.
If I end up at the strip club in Hawaii, bring me the ones that look like they had the spam Musubis, all right? Hey, man, but look, once again, shout out to Hawaii. It was a great show. And let us know in the comments where we should go for the next live show. Chia, you look, the way these expensive ass schools are, Chia's like, look, if you can secure a show bag, she's like, I'll let you go once a month. You know what I'm saying? So
did we get wifey's approval?
I'll let you go. It's crazy.
I'll let you go make money. I'll let you go keep a roof over our heads.
Look, you think I would have been hopping on
who's the boss,
right?
You think I would have been on a 6 a.m. flight if I didn't try to get back home to these babies? I definitely would have been blacked out with Nikki Blaze. I would have spit out. I wouldn't have spit out no shots.
Man. And I knew you had to go home, so I was like, I ain't trying to have Chia mad at me either. So get your ass home.
So let us know what's good. Let's see.
The Bay.
The Bay. We can do that. Let's see.
We got.
What? No. I'm talking about what I got first.
You ain't got nothing.
No.
Stop acting like you busy.
April, I gotta do Coachella for work.
I'm going to Mexico.
And in May, we got that Vegas stand-up show.
Oh yeah.
So June.
No. I don't like that. I feel like we can make something work. I don't like June.
June, we gonna lock up a No Chasing live show. Make sure you get your tickets. Thank y'all for watching another episode of No Chasing Podcast. I'm Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blaze.
Bye.